Florida State Seminoles. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Seminoles will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Missouri's offense takes the field. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Running to the left. Got enough for the first. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you
always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. There he goes. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Burke. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Florida State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. And the Noles send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Missouri will have to send out the punt team.
Number 15, on to punt it away.
First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got him downfield. To running room. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. And the Seminoles want to crank the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Looking to the big tight end. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover. They can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
They just keep firing. Got it in the middle. It's Washington.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Gives it on the option. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
I'll tell you, this is a guy, a quarterback, that I trust throwing the ball on 4th down, and I trust him running the ball on 4th down, too. Go with the option. Let him make the right read. He does. Calls his own number. His athleticism takes over. They pick up the first.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack. Throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Coming out with it, it's Stevens. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Hart. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And the Seminoles are in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in. He got that second.
He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Great place to start for this offense. The give is to Smith. Breaks into the open. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6.
You'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run play action. Looking to scramble. And it's a pick. No, he's out of bounds. Couldn't stay in bounds after catching the ball. It's simply an incomplete pass.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was in that last one.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Looking to throw. Right on the money. Touchdown, Tiger. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Looking for blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Takes a hit as he fires.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Pulls it in. It's Washington. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Fires left. It's caught downfield. Oh, he's got some space. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9. He'll do it himself. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Trying to barge in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. And they'll try it again after getting nothing on second down. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. No good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Fighting off the defender. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running game? From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets the 1st down. Turning it on. He's finally run out of bounds, but not before a huge gain.
It's not fun playing defense. I got to cover these fast wide receivers all over the field. You're going to run tempo. You're going to spread me out. You're going to do all this stuff to me. And then it doesn't work, and you call a pass play, and then it turns into that because your quarterback's so special. This just isn't.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Handoff from the gun. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. The Noles come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going for the big play. Makes a catch on the right side. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
The Seminoles are on the move. Leaves it with the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Got his man on the outside. Running through contact. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Seminoles, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Barrels ahead. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. After after getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Dead center perfect. It's our force to settle for the field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Working that left side now. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to...
Oh, there's an alley to the left. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got his man on the right. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Missouri!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Lockett. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He'll pull it on the read. Runs through the tackle. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Going to the running game. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 45. And the returner will be knocked down. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hart. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. He's going for it all. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. And the story of this first half has undeniably been the play of that kid under center. He's in total control of the offense, making the right decisions and reads, not trying to do too much. There's a reason he gets the NIL deals and all the love on social media. That young man is him, and doesn't that opposing team know it? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see.
There he goes. Got the first down. Looking for more. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Dances away. Across the 25.
Hold it. Offense.
There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the big fella. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Knowles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. They can really be aggressive after that last play in 2nd and 3. Off play action. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and it'll be enough for the first down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Fires into the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And they decide to trot out the kicker. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Absolutely center cut.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Smith takes the handoff. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's McLeod. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He'll get rid of it. Wide open downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Missouri comes to the line with another 1st down. He'll take it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the designed quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31. And the Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. This is a designed run.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Taking it the other way. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Knowles. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Turning on the Jets. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. And the stomping has commenced.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Washington. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Gets it out fast. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Plows another broken tackle. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. The give on the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Give to the running back. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Pass interference, defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown. Hands.
it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. The give is to Smith. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Finds his man. It's Smith. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the shotgun, the inside give. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage.
And the ball is free on the pit. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Dumps it to the back. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. It's a seam wide open. Inside the 10. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
And nice job by the defense. The quarterbacks had some good success running the football. All eyes on him. They were locked in. They had nowhere to go with the football, and I like it. They finished the run with a nice...
Touchdown, Florida State! And they take it in for 6 more points. And they'll try to tack on 2.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Now the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Let's go. Talk about having 1 foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
And the Seminoles want to pick up the tempo.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Into the end zone. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Running it to the right. And And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Forced out of bounds, good pickup there on the ground. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock.
Looking to the end zone, but the pressure gets there first. And the quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point conversion attempt is stopped. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team, true to its name, as they make the grab and get the ball. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand.
And this has to feel great for this offense. To come out here in front of your home crowd and make as many plays as you made, it's going to build a lot of confidence moving